Good evening, everyone. Kalla here. Welcome to my live stream. Glad you could make it today. So today we will be finishing up this route here in Battlefield Waltz. The only route we will be playing on stream, which is Pash. Last time we got kidnapped along with Pash and almost got sold across the ocean, but we managed to escape by a combination of both of our abilities, and unfortunately the main problem with that was that it's we got kidnapped while heading off for a meal together, which would have been a nice date, but apparently we don't get that. So anyway, final chapter. Let's go. Hello, Nick. How are you doing?
ねえ、本当に遠慮しなくていいんだよ。別に今さら二人きりでどうこうとかでもないし。
Am I? Too warm. Well, that's just a theme for this month, isn't it? I'm really fine.
でもせっかくのお祭りに一人なんて絶対良くない。もしかして教官のことでまだ。
Oh yeah, the festival is coming. Not exactly.
じゃあ一緒に行こう。
I thought we were supposed to be going to the festival with Pash. Did I mess up? Am I going to need to go back? I'd managed to get the temperature down a few degrees on here, but unfortunately, this window faces the setting sun. So while I got the temperature down earlier in the day, it's back up again. A few minutes ago, Yuriana asked if I was going to the festival with someone, but since I was too shy to tell the truth, I said I was going alone. Ah! I see. Yep, hydration will happen. There are 2 drinks in front of me right now. One of them is a cold brewed fruit tea, and the other one is still too warm to drink. Of course I'm going to have my chamomile tea at the beginning of the stream, even when it's stupid hot. She was going with her boyfriend and invited me to come along. I'm thankful she was worried about me when I was down, but I would also like to meet Yuriana's boyfriend. You know, did we get to meet him? Maybe I should just tell her.
屋台もいろいろあるし、美味しいものたくさん食べてパーッと。
Actually, I'm going with someone.
え?
Yuriana's worried attitude from earlier suddenly changed.
それは？相手が誰か聞いても。
I wasn't sure if I should tell her. Tell her! Parts of me wanted to keep it a secret, but I also wanted to tell someone about him. On top of that, Yuriana knew Pash well. And also, she's probably going to see you later. But he never really said he had feelings for me. Not with words, Lan. Not with words. He only invited me to go to the festival together, so it's not confirmed yet. It's Pash.
Eh? ああ。パッシュって、あのパッシュ？ジョーカに同じ名前の背が高い超かっこいい人がいるとかじゃなくて？
It's the Pash you know. It's the Pash you know, Yuriana. I feel like Yuriana is judging my taste in guys right now. Yuriana?
なんだろう。私、兄弟いないけど、もし弟に彼女ができたら、こんな気持ちになるのかな。
You're proud of him, huh? What?
不出来で不甲斐ない弟で申し訳ないけど、よろしくお願いします。的な
I don't think he's unreliable or pathetic.
あ、本気なんだ。そっか、そうだったのか。
Wait, he didn't confess his feelings to me or anything. He only invited me to go to the festival.
じゃあ今夜やる気だ。そっか、パッシュと私の大事な友達がね。
Yuriana, what are you trying to say?
喜んでるよ。昔からイグニス様が愛情深くしごきすぎたせいで、あいつちょっと女性不信っぽいし。まあ、私も小さい頃は練習用の槍持って追いかけたりもしたし。
I see. What?
それであの性格だし、彼女とか作るの苦労するだろうななんてこっそり心配してたりしたんだけど、ちゃんと見る目あったようでよかった。よりによって私が知ってる中で一番素敵な女の子を選ぶなんてね。
More praise, please. No, I'm not. Besides, we aren't even...
まあ背はちょっと低いけど、あそこは血筋的にこれから伸びる可能性大だし、最近吹っ切れたようなのでそれなりに有望ですよ。
Yuriana's just like, don't worry, he hasn't finished growing yet. Look at his dad.
よろしくお願いしますね。
Yuriana's smile really felt like she was Pasha's older sister.
じゃあ私は先に行くね。もし向こうで会っても邪魔したくないので潔く無視するから。健闘を祈る。
I'm sorry, Pash. Oh, he's already here. I went to our meeting place and saw Pash standing there with a nervous look. I didn't particularly want to tease him, but I hid myself and observed him. Looking back, so many things had happened since the day my village was attacked. The cursed sword, Inspector Gustav, and right when I thought I could get along with everyone, I lost a great teacher. As I reminisced, I saw Pash in every one of those memories. He smiled, blushed, sulked, and cried. He was always straightforward with his emotions as he tried his best to live life. He was also the one that would lift me up and lead the way. I loved Dad, Mum, Nina, and Yuriana, but the feeling I had for him was different. It was something unique only for Pash. Thanks for waiting, Pash!
Oh.
It's so crowded.
一番大きなお祭りだからな。でも港の方はもっとたくさんいると思うよ。
The port? Why?
行けばわかる。
Lanterns! And at last I see the light. This is... While we were walking to the port, I noticed some kind of light. Too big to be a star, too many for the moon. I soon realized what they were.
綺麗だと思わね。
They're beautiful. What are they?
ほら、あそこ。
I turned in the direction Pash pointed at. Many people were writing something on the light and releasing them into the air.
あれ、ランタンなんだ。願い事を書いて運よく高く上がったら、それが叶うんだって。
Wow. Do you write one each year, Pash?
書いたことないよ。恥ずかしいし。
You think so?
ああいうのって女がやるもんだろ。
But I see some men at the port too.
まあ、そういうのもいるし、願い事はあるけど、俺はいいよ。あんたは書くといいよ。何かあるなら。
You should do one yourself, Pash. Me? A wish, huh? I can't narrow it down to one. I wish that a war wouldn't break out with Romua, but I want a place for Wilhelm to fight, so...
そっちかよ。
Huh? Is that wrong, then? Suddenly, a thought crossed my mind, but I hesitated to say it in front of Pash. Welcome back, Nick. I wanted to stay with him forever, but he had never said that he liked me, and I wasn't brave enough to say it myself.
何か浮かんだ？
I have too many.
わかるわかる。一つに絞りきれないよな。
Can I just write lots of them down and hope that one of them will come true?
やってみたら？
Pash seemed to be in a good mood. Then he will tonight. Yuriana's remark popped up in my head, and I felt myself blush. I'm so glad it's dark. It's so beautiful. The pale blue lights filled the night sky. They kind of look like the Lunaria flowers.
ああ、言われてみれば。もしかしてそれを真似てんのかな？俺はここ出身じゃないからそこまで詳しくはわからないけど。
It could be. Pash smiled and looked up at the sky.
よかった。気に入ってくれて。
ん？
俺、初めてこれ見た時からかなり気に入っててさ、あんたに見せたいなって思ったんだ。 一緒に見られたらいいなって。
Ash.
あ、あ、
I'm happy too. Thanks for inviting me.
どういたしまして。
Huh? I was starting to get it. When Pash felt self-conscious, he'd go quiet. Otherwise, he could talk normally.
あのさ。
Yes?
絶対に人が来ない場所とか知らない。
Oh? Well... That was very sudden. People were enjoying the festival all around us, but we stood there in silence. A place where we could be alone. I couldn't really think of one. This area at the port was usually the quietest place I knew. Oh!
知ってる？
I can't guarantee that nobody will come, but I do know a quiet place.
どこ？
The Lunaria tree at the academy.
あそこか。確かにめったに人が来なさそうだな。よし、行こう。
Yeah, the person we're most likely to bump into there is Mephisto. Huh?
あ、別に変なこととかしないから。俺そんなやつじゃないよ。
Yeah. I felt relieved, but also slightly disappointed. With those feelings in my heart, I followed Pash back to the academy. Although I wanted to look around the festival some more, I wanted to know what Pash had in mind.
よし。ここなら確かに誰も来なさそうだ。
Pash repeatedly scanned the area. Ever since Mephisto asked me to deliver the flowers, I rarely ever met anyone here. Plus, with the festival in Frontier tonight, no students would be here.
あのさ、俺、あんたに伝えなきゃいけないことがある。
Sure.
俺は
Spit it out, man.
ランが好きだ。
There we go.
よし、言えた。嘘じゃないから。本気だから。やっと分かったんだ。俺はあんたのことが好きなんだって。俺の周り、本当鬼ババとかああいうのしかいなくて。いや、まあ悪い奴らじゃないんだけど。最初、よく分からなくて。なんか変な感じで。こういうの初めてだったし、あんたと一緒にいると体温上がるし、動悸もするし、時々めまいもするし、あれ、俺もしかして体調悪いのかなって思ったりして。そんなこと考えてる時にあいつが死んで、俺本当にひどい状態で。あ、そんなことを今更言わなくても分かってるよな。あんたずっと一緒にいてくれたんだもんな。
Patch glanced at his wrist.
ランがいたから俺は今ここにいることができるんだ。感謝しても感謝しきれない。
Ash.
あの誘拐犯たち、あんな目にあってもちろん良かったとは言えないけど、でもあそこで俺気づいたから。
Ah, right. Didn't realize your feelings until you were in extremely close confines trying to untie each other. Understood.
売り飛ばされそうになってニルバーナに未練を湧いたりして、俺も相当間抜けなんだけど、そういう時にランがいるとすごく強くなれる気がして、ずっと一緒にいたいって思ったんだ。だからランは俺が一番最初に好きになった女で、そしてもう俺はラン以外好きにならないから。
I'm gonna take that as a promise, Vash.
だから最初で最後だよ。
Vash.
だから俺のことを好きになってください。
Vash's emerald eyes sparkled with intensity. His large eyes gazed directly into mine, reflecting the Lunaria's light like the lanterns in the night sky. I wanted to respond, but I was just so overwhelmed, words just escaped me. Vash had become very dear to me, yet I couldn't find the words to express it.
あの
Vash! I was also proud of myself for falling for such a wonderful boy. Yes, I think I love you too, Vash. It took me a while to realize, but I'd fallen for you before I even knew it. 'It's gonna leave each other speechless, aren't we? But you never told me how you felt, so I was wondering if maybe I was reading too much into things.
いや、それはさ。
I love you so much, Vash. I'm glad you like me too.
それは俺のセリフだし、本当に意味間違えてない？大丈夫？
I'm very serious right now.
そうか。だったらもう一つお願いがあるんだけど。
What is it?
言っても怒らないかな。
Yeah. I'm now wondering, like, did Vash want to do this somewhere with no one around because he thought he was going to get turned down and didn't want the embarrassment? I can't promise until I hear it.
だよな。
Why not just say it?
そうする。俺がロマに勝ったらキスさせてください。
Kiss her now, Pash! When I defeat Rama.
本 んで言ったら今すぐしたいんだけど、でもこれは俺なりのけじめなんだ。俺がレオニダスの仇を討つべきだと思うから。
Ash.
あんなことがあった以上、絶対にロムアは次に本格的に仕掛けてくる。あんただってそう思うだろう。
Yeah, we don't know when Roma is going to invade, so live each day to its fullest. Kiss the girl.
目立とうとかそんなことじゃなくて、俺の中のなんていうかうまく言えないけど。
I think I understand, Pash, but
大丈夫。先走ったりはしない。ちゃんとその時にはみんなに相談して許可をもらう。きっと止められるだろうけど、でも説得する。俺が絶対やるんだ。
his passionate gaze was now a nearly tearful, yet dignified one. I was surprised at how a boy's expression could change like this, and I loved it.
ダメかな。
Sure, but what if the war never happens? What if it was in like 6 months? You could claim your reward in advance. I wasn't sure if it was okay for the girl to be the one saying that. Nirvana taught us how to fight, but never how to handle moments like this. I felt bad that he'd have to wait, but I wanted to touch Pash. I wanted Pash to touch me. Right here. Right now. Pash, you decide.
そう言われたらそれはさ。
Right? Exactly. Pash needs a little bit of a push. Stop trying to talk yourself out of it.
ごめん、屋台で何か食べるつもりだったんだけど、ちょっと予定が狂って。
Shall we head back to get something then? It was funny somehow and I just shrugged.
そうする。何か食べて考えるよ。
It felt a bit anticlimactic, and I was still on edge. Pash seemed lost in thought and remained silent. Oh, there's someone... Oh. 2 students were kissing behind a tree. I didn't recognize the boy or the girl.
お祭りだからかな。
Maybe. They didn't notice us, but this sort of awkwardness was difficult to describe.
やっぱりやる。
Pash suddenly turned towards me. Hey! Oh! Pash's face was right in front of me. We were this close at the warehouse, but it was nothing like that.
いい
Sure? Even though I was the one who said that, I felt nervous now that it was happening.
先に言っとくけど当然ながら初めてなんで下手だったらごめん
Don't be! It's my first time too.
そうだよな初めて同士問題ないか
I think?
じゃあやるぞ
Yeah. I felt compelled to close my eyes. Then something soft brushed against my lips. Ash's grip on my wrist tightened, and he lightly pressed his lips against mine.
なんでこんなに柔らかいの 唇それに甘いしいい匂いがする
Our lips met again. Ash's lips were also soft and warm.
これはダメだよ気持ちいいずっとしてたくなる
Well, I guess we're stuck here then. Ash.
好きだからなのかな俺があんたのことすごく好きだからこんなに気持ちいいのかな
Between the gentle kisses, small breaths were taken.
な好きだ
A lot of variations on this CG. Yeah.
大好きだ
I love you too.
よかった
The festival flew by before I knew it. Afterwards, we headed back to town where we enjoyed samosas and tacos. Yuriana didn't say anything when I returned to our room, but her inquisitive looks clearly sought details. Unable to resist, I said, "He confessed."
エリアスが遅れるとか珍しいな。
何か至急の用事かな。
During the first period, the students whispered among themselves. Instructor Elias was always punctual, but today he wasn't here even after 10 minutes. Could it be? Not long ago, a similar incident occurred. Instructor Leonidas arrived late and briefed us on the issues with Cinza and Luhan. It's not impossible. It would be sooner than I thought, but if they intend on invading us... The door swung open in its usual manner, but my gut sensed what was coming.
遅くなってすまなかった。君たちにこれから伝えることがある。
The classroom fell silent. Everyone waited for him to speak.
ロムア軍の急襲だ。至急準備を。
Alright, to war! We will leave at 5, just like last time. I prepared myself and stepped into the backyard. I needed to clear my head, but I also hoped to find Pash there. I was lost in thought when I spotted Pash. He had some dyes on the grass and was checking his wrist. Pash!
Oh!
Are you going to paint it again tonight? I approached and sat beside him.
それがさ、ちょっと迷ってるんだよな。
Hmm? Is something wrong?
ほら、この印さ、放っておくと薄くなるって前に話したじゃん？
Has it not? Yeah?
気のせいかもしれないんだけど、最近はっきりしてきたんだよな。
Does that mean...
でも、すっごく濃くなったとかでもないし、やっぱり気のせいのような。
Can you show me? I looked closely at Pasha's wrist. You're right. It does seem more vivid than before.
だよな。なってるようなだよな。
But I'm almost certain it is. Isn't that a good thing?
まあ、気のせいかもしれないけどさ。でも、もし精霊のやつが俺のことをちょっとでも見直してくれたのなら嬉しいなって。
I think it does.
だからさ、書くべきか迷ってたんだ。
This is just my opinion, but I don't think you need to.
かな。
Pash, I think you'll be fine.
あんたにそう言ってもらえるとそんな気がしてくる。相変わらず光はしないけど、これから焦らず頑張っていくつもりなんだ。
Yeah. I'll be right there with you.
そういえばさ、また何かおまじない書いとく。結局あんなことになったからやめとく。
No, please draw it again. It's all right. It'll be a good luck charm this time. I've decided to never run away.
そう。じゃあ、とっておきの書いてあるよ。今度こそ威力絶大の。
In the carriage. That day, the carriage was eerily quiet. No one spoke. They either hung their heads low or maintained their weapons. Everyone was likely thinking the same thing. They didn't want Instructor Leonidas's death to be in vain. As members of Nirvana, we could not afford to lose this battle. Yet, victory was not assured. Instructor Elias said that Romulo overtook Sinza and Luhan, and then stormed the villages of Milvaria by the mountain range. The small villages fell within a single day. He relayed this news in a subdued tone. Wilhelm, we're heading to the battlefield. I gazed out at the passing landscape, lost in thought. Are you awake?
起きた。
Good.
これから始まる戦いって大きいのか？
Yes, very.
相手は強いのか？
Yes.
ならバッチリだな。相手に不足はねえぜ。
Hey. After this battle?
なんとも言えねえな。
All right. He seemed unmoved about it as usual.
終わってもまだいるかもしれねえし、いないかもしれねえし。
I see. Hey, Wilhelm? I need to apologize again. I'm sorry for running last time. But this time, I won't do that. So please, lend me your power. I'll do my best to fight too.
その言葉忘れんなよ。
When we got off the carriage, the first emotion I felt was fear. The wasteland before us was barren, lined with countless enemies. The black-silver flag flew at the centre. It was neither irony or fate that had us fight here against Romoa, which advanced south from a village they had taken. This was where we lost Instructor Leonidas. The sun shone, unlike last time when we arrived in the evening.
頑張ろう。
Yuriana patted me on the shoulder. Yeah, we can't lose this war. We nodded to each other. Ooh. Queen Kiora on the field? Queen Kiora stood before everyone, and all murmurs ceased.
皆さん、私からあなたたちに伝えておきたいことがあります。知っての通り、私はこれからあなたたちに過酷な戦いを強いなければなりません。先の戦でレオニダスを失い、まだ心の傷も癒えない生徒もいることでしょう。それなのに、あなたたちは戦わなければなりません。あなたたちにこのミルベリア、いえ、オルテシア西側すべての運命がかかっていると言っても過言ではない。これは負けることが許されない戦です。あなたたちのその手に、ここにはいないすべての民の未来が委ねられているのです。そんな重荷をあなたたちに背負わせることはつらい。戦いなど起こらなければいいと私はずっと願い続けてきました。ですが時は来てしまいました。どうかミルベリアを、西側の国々を守ってください。そして生き抜いて、それが私からの。
A gentle yet dignified voice seemed to vibrate through the air around us. We absorbed her words deeply, and I bit my lip to hold back tears.
西側に勝利を。栄光はあなたたちの手の中にあります。
He gently stroked my wrist. Hidden by the gauntlet was the good luck charm passed through for me last night. I'll be all right. I took a deep breath. Wilhelm, let's go!
Oh!
And as your light burst from the cursed sword, I made sure it enveloped everyone, then gripped my sword again and charged forward. Our formation was the same as last time. Abel and Lustin led the charge, slicing through enemies with unmistakable courage.
なあ、今日も援護ありがとな。
Ash beamed, raising his fist.
絶対勝とう。
Yeah! The sounds of clashing swords and spears grew louder. I knew it wouldn't be long before I was in the fray. I'm scared, but I can't run away. We can't lose this.
女が混じってるのか。ニルバーナも大したことはないな。
Wow! Romer is sexist, huh? The There's more than one woman in here. There's like 50. No, that was a slightly too high number, wasn't it? Like, oh, I can't remember what the total number is again now. It may have been less than that. Definitely wasn't more than that.
No!
It's okay, Pash. Let's win this together.
Yoshi! その調子なら大丈夫だな。
I slashed at the enemy's arm without hesitation. Pash smiled, satisfied, and ran.
女なんかに負けてたまるか!
A new opponent charged, swinging his sword. I won't lose to you either! On the battlefield, I thought about my dad. I wondered if this was what he wanted me to be.
ロムアに勝利を!
When Dad was training me, I had no idea what blood smelled like. I never knew a blade could get this bloody.
そこの女! お前が魔剣の主か。この俺が討ち取ってくれるわ!
Was this how Dad felt when he fought to protect our village? Dad must have been scared too. But he had his reasons to fight, and I would fight for mine.
小娘、この俺が相手だ。
やはり今日はイゴールもロジオも出てきませんでしたね。
先にこちらを疲労させ戦力を削ぎたいのだろう。
鎮座とルアンの兵士たちは我々にとっては赤子の手をひねるようなもの。しかしとにかく数が多い。
The first day of battle ended quickly. We scored more victories than losses, but as King Ildus pointed out, most of them were from Sinza and Luhan.
混ざっていたロムアの騎馬兵たちはまるで見張りのようだったな。積極的に出てくるわけでもなく、追うと引く。
King Ildus, Lord Evas, and Lady Ignis fought alongside us. Queen Kiora, King Serazar, and Instructor Elias monitored the progress from base camp.
エリアス、こちらの負傷者の状況は？
はっ、数名の軽傷者は出ていますが、死亡者はありません。
Oh good, no deaths.
そう、よかった。
I looked around at everyone. It's true that everyone was tired, but there was a light of hope in their eyes. To avenge Instructor Leonidas, for victory, and that determination kept us motivated.
頼みがあるんだけど。
Suddenly, Pash stepped forward.
なんだい、言ってみな。
もしも明日ロジオンが出てきたら俺に討ちに行かせてくれ。
無理だな。お前では到底無理だ、パシュ。意気込みだけで倒せるような相手ではない。
そんなの分かってる。でもどうしてもやりたいんだよ。
呆れたね。そんなに目立ちたいの？
Lady Ignis's pointed remark made Pash frown deeply. But he turned a slightly bitter smile toward Lady Ignis.
違うよ。俺が信用されてないのは分かってる。でも、このわがままだけは聞いてほしいんだ。俺は何もレオニダスに返せなかったから。ムカつくことばっかり言われて、俺も意地になって。そんなの今更気づいても遅いんだけど。俺、気づいたんだよ。自分がいかにバカで臆病だったか。どうやっても親父たちにかなわない気がして、もう誰にも勝てないんじゃないかって不安。でもそれはどうでもよくなったんだ。
へえ、そりゃまたどうして。
理由はいいんだよ、どうでも。とにかく俺は変わったんだよ。
ふん。
ロジオンのことも無茶はしない。ダメだと思ったら引く。指揮も無視しない。戦況はしっかり見る。ただ一度だけ俺にチャンスをくれないか。
Ash stared at Lord Evas. The other students didn't say anything, nor did we intend to. I might not have been the only one who knew about Pash's troubles, but I knew that everyone could feel how Pash felt when he spoke, and all the internal strife he had until then. They've been with him all this time.
負けたら死ぬぞ。その覚悟があるのか、パシュ。
あるけど絶対死なない。
その言葉に偽りはないな。
ない。後悔もしない。
わかった。お前がそこまで愚かな息子だったとは知らなかった。だが勇敢なるダグロートの戦士として散るのもまた誉れ。
知らねえっつってんだろ、クソ親父。
私に異論はない。他の皆さんは？
なし。
なし。
Well, Pash, you get what you want.
なし。
パッシュ。
Queen Kiora gently touched Pash's forehead.
あなたに精霊の輝きが宿りますように。
Blessing get, huh? A faint green light appeared from Queen Kiora's fingertip, then absorbed into Pash's forehead. This morning was beautiful yet again. Seeing the sunrise climbing from a sharp ridgeline reminded me of that morning. But to me, it could now be considered sustenance for the soul. I swore to myself to never shed tears for that reason again.
おはよう。
Good morning.
これ見て、今日頑張れってパンと塩漬け肉おまけしてもらった。
Good for you, Pash. Pash showed me an innocent smile, but I didn't smile back immediately.
そんな顔するなって。 命を粗末にするような無謀な真似は絶対しないから。
I know.
本当にもうダメだと思ったら恥なんて捨てて逃げるからさ。絶対死なないから。
You better not die. Yeah.
はい。あんたにもパンお裾分け。
Huh?
しっかり食べて、そっちも頑張れ。
Thanks. I'll be fine. I have this too. He pointed at my wrist.
おいやさ、そう言ってくれると照れるなって。それだけだから。
This gives me courage. Thank you.
そう。じゃあ俺向こうで食べるから。またな。
There's no need to be so shy. The trumpet's blast signaled day 2. I couldn't say I had a good night's sleep, but my body felt strangely agile. Maybe it was because of my current mental state. It's probably also the adrenaline. I wonder if they'll come out today. I tried to peer through the kicked up dust. Ash said he wanted to defeat King Roseon. I understood how he felt. Honestly, my hatred towards Igor was much stronger. His cold gaze back then, those heartless, cruel words, and he was the instructor's...
なあなあ
What's wrong?
もっと手応えのあるやついねえの？みんな弱すぎだろ。お前だってそう思うだろ？俺の力なしで普通に戦えてんだろ？え？なんだその「え」って。俺は何もしてねえよ。
Really?
まあお前もさ、出会った時よりは強くなったよ。よかったな。
Really? You think so?
嘘つく必要ねえだろ、バカ。
Wow, I'm so happy! You finally recognized my skills, Wilhelm! Oh? Is Wilhelm getting blushy there? I don't know if he'll appear today, but there's a strong general in Romoa. I have to defeat him. Well, I guess he's coming. The sound that I could never forget suddenly rumbled. King Ildas's cry caused me to look up. Ah! It wasn't an ambush from the forest. The enemy cavalry was charging at us as if they wanted a fair fight. Everyone held their weapons high and started running straight ahead. I held up my cursed sword and ran directly at the cavalry. Those skilled in archery carried quivers, ready for the cavalry's approach. They unleashed arrows, striking the horses to immobilize them. The battlefield was a mix of friend and foe. Clashes of weapons, screams of pain, and the neighing of horses filled the air. Abel and Pash responded immediately. A few other students also began to advance, defeating enemy soldiers along the way. Where is Igor? It was hard to find someone on horseback. I defeated infantry one by one as they attacked, continuing my search for Igor. Pash, please be safe. Please defeat Roseon. I prayed as I surged forward. That was when I recognized one of the horses. Igor! Ooh! Looks like maybe Instructor Leonidas took an eye from him.
また会ったな、小娘。
Igor. His right eye was covered with bandages. He didn't have those injuries last time. I knew that someone as skilled as him wouldn't get hurt by carelessness.
その剣、何度見ても美しいな。さすがはこのオルテシアに長く語り継がれるだけのことはある。この目で見られたことを光栄に思う。だが、それは貴様には不釣り合いだ。その美しい剣は我が主ロジオン様にふさわしい。だがお前が死なぬ限り魔剣はお前の中にあり続けるのだろう。
The thing is, from what Wilhelm has said, I suspect that even if I did die, the cursed sword would be no more.
ならば切るより他あるまい。
I have to tell you something.
なんだ。
The sword's soul is about to vanish. He has been inside the sword for ages and will be fading away soon.
命乞いにしてはつまらぬ嘘だ。せめてもう少しうまい嘘を考えればいいもの。
Well, we tried to explain. I was about to say that it wasn't a lie, but decided against it. Even if Wilhelm declared it himself, Igor wouldn't believe it. Ash was fighting with all his might, then I too would have to do the same. Wilhelm, can you hear me? Lend me your power. I have to defeat this man no matter what. I'll do my best too, so please help.
聞こえなかったのか？任せとけっつったら。
It's fine if you don't believe me. I swear by the name of Nirvana that I will defeat you.
これは面白い。ならば、かかってまいれ。
Yeah. After receiving the first strike, I was almost knocked down. It was simply because my own body couldn't take the weight of Igor's sword. Yeah, that's a very big sword. Yeah, hand and a half great sword rather than a Zweihander. But still big.
しっかりしろよ。勝つんだろ。
Sorry.
ほほう、よく避けた。それも魔剣の力か？
Whatever.
読めているぞ、小娘。
I swung the cursed sword downwards, but he easily stopped it.
魔剣の力とはこの程度なのか？だとしたら大したことはないな。
Igor smiled coldly as he swung his sword. Although I managed to block it, the shock pushed me back a step. He's so strong. This man's main strength was his weight. His tall figure delivered heavy strikes. Each hit sent sharp pains to my shoulder.
本当にそれは魔剣なのか？偽物ではないのか？
Literally 5 minutes ago you were talking about how pretty it was, Igor.
くそ、好き勝手言いやがって。おい、本気出すぞ。お前死ぬなよ。
Yeah! In the next moment, an illusion of azure flame erupted from the sword. There was no heat or pain. The beautiful flames enveloped my entire body.
何
I couldn't believe my sword's speed.
面白い。こうでなくては。
Wilhelm! It was a mysterious feeling, as if my arm was fused with the sword. It wielded the sword with a speed and strength that I could never achieve alone.
なるほど。これが魔剣の力というわけだな。
Yeah.
素晴らしいぞ。この剣、絶対に手に入れる。
We continuously exchanged blows, and Igor still wasn't out of breath.
小娘、あの男の最後、知りたくはないか。この目の傷はな、あの男にやられたものよ。
Well, yeah, I kind of figured that part. I thought my heart was about to stop when I heard that. Igor smiled craftily. He was trying to agitate me, and I knew it. There was no way I'd be able to stay calm if I found out. I didn't want to know, but... While I wavered, a hateful glint appeared in Igor's remaining eye.
敵にするには惜しい男だった。もっとも我らの刃を受け、生き絶える頃にはボロクズのようであったがな。お前たちの道を自らの血で開いたつもりであろうが、それも結局無駄だったな。貴様の未来は今ここで途絶えるのだから。
Igor. Hatred boiled my blood. My heart ached and I wanted to cry. My vision felt like it was going dark.
おい、ダメだ。挑発に乗るな。今のお前がそんな感情。
Suddenly my vision distorted. My heartbeat was deafening.
これに乗っ取られるな。しっかりしろ。
Well, I couldn't think. I could only hear the sound of my own pulse.
ロジオン様に勝利を。我がロムアに栄光を。おとなしく死ね、小娘。
Uh-oh. Yeah! It hurt. It hurt so much. Something pierced me.
しっかりしろ。持ってかれるな。
Did we just find another dead end?
このままじゃお前、おかしくなるぞ。
No!
やったぞ。魔剣の小娘を仕留めた。次なる魔剣の主はロジオン様に違いない。
The stench of blood. Someone was laughing at me. What was this? And I'll draw the best one I know. This time it'll be supercharged. What was this? Who was that? The beautiful mark on my wrist. Who drew it for me again? Here, have some bread. You should eat up so you can work hard. Bash! Oh, that was right. This was a battle I couldn't lose. We promised to do our best. I riled myself up and tried to grip my sword again, but I felt too weak to even hold it. Fear of losing something struck me, along with the suffocating scent of blood. Don't take me away! I still have things left undone. I...
ちくしょうラン、しっかりしろ。あの男を撃て。
Wilhelm!
お前ならできるからやれ。
The smell of blood was gone. There was no pain, but my body felt hot. Whoa! Hell yeah! Look at that CG! Look at our girl! She's amazing! And that mark that Pash drew is glowing. Igor! Slowly, the words came back to my mind. The beating of my heart still roared in my ears, but the suffocating feeling was gone. Igor tried to hold up his body using his sword, but he collapsed to the ground. I suspect that could have been a dead end if we'd messed up. But it looks like we made it through. Someone's voice brought me back to reality. The Nirvana students were crying with joy, while the enemy soldiers looked dumbfounded.
やったな。すごいじゃん。そいつロムア国王の右腕っつうやつだろ。これでかなり戦況変わるぜ。
Everyone congratulated me, but I still didn't fully understand what had just happened to me. Oh, my wounds! I looked at my body, but I was uninjured. That explained the lack of pain. I'm healed? How? I touched where I was slashed, but nothing was there. Did Wilhelm trade his life for ours? Because if he did, I will cry.
おい、向こうでも一騎打ちが始まったぞ。なんだと？まさかロジオン様か。
After those cries, the enemy soldiers around me ran in that direction. Who? Oh, is it? Alright, Pash, it's time for you to shine. Pash! I knew where it was immediately. Most of the people near there had stopped fighting to observe the two. And the one who was running towards Roseon was, as expected, Pash.
パシュ、頑張れ。そこだ、右。
Pash and Roseon were silent, though it seemed that Roseon maintained his composure while Pash was being toyed with. You can do it! Pash didn't flinch at all. He showed no signs of fear with his shiny emerald eyes. He continued fighting with his fists, wearing an excited expression.
あいつ、本当に吹っ切ったんだな。
Hebel whispered nearby. He wasn't saying it to me, but to himself. I answered him anyway. He did. A lot happened. Pash will be fine now.
あの男は、ロジオンは強いぞ。その割には不思議と楽しそうだが。
I think he is. I gazed at Pash. I think he's just really enjoying the fight. He's finally able to get into that mindset.
楽しいか。
Roseon's sword skills were overwhelming, fit for the King of Romoa. His ruthless strikes at Pash were so beautiful, even an enemy would be impressed. But Pash would deftly dodge all of the swings and attack back bravely. You can do it, Pash! Maybe my voice was drowned out by everyone else cheering, yet I prayed for his victory and shouted, Pash! You've got this! You will win! For a brief moment, it felt like Pash looked straight at me. Pash! You can do it! Everyone's cheers grew louder, but in contrast, Pash's movements appeared to become slower.
まずいな。
Abel, don't say that!
パシュは俺たちの中では小柄だ。その分、機敏でもあるが。お前だって見ててわかるだろう。ロジオンの剣はかなり重い。それを受け止め続けて、疲労が蓄積し始めてる。あの調子じゃ、長く戦うのは無理だ。早く片付けないと。
Pash! I felt powerless in times like this. I could only watch him from here.
そろそろ終わりか、小僧。
Yeah, I thought so. King Roseon is left-handed. Not that that matters for Pash, because he's using both of his.
お前がな。
意気込みだけは褒めてやる。だが、その意気込みだけで勝てると思うのは愚かな子供の考えだぞ。もう十分に皆を。
Roseon swung his sword at blinding speed, but Pash stopped it at the last moment.
よく受け止めた。貴様はよくやった。もう楽になれ。
Pash! Yeah, Roseon does have the range. Anyone has range on Pash. Pash's range is absolute zero. He's effectively fighting with his fists, just with some claws attached to them. But the thing with fighting someone who's got range on you is if you manage to get yourself inside that range, they're screwed. I don't know if that works quite so well with like when your opponent's a one-handed sword. It definitely works when your opponent's a polearm. Yeah, if they don't have a secondary weapon. Yes. That is true. I feel like most people would... I was gonna say most people with polearms would have. I haven't seen Yuriana have a secondary weapon. But yeah, you sort of... I think you sort of go for a sword as your secondary if you're a polearm user. So they get inside your range and you just drop the polearm to the floor. Oh! I thought I was seeing things. An orange light exploded from Pash's fist. Yes, it's active! The spirit is active! Let's go! Wait, is Pasha's spirit a phoenix? Yeah, archers would have... would indeed have their close combat stuff. And I used to do English Civil War reenactment for a bit. And I was musket. Well, with a musket, you kind of just turn it around and hit them with the solid end. But some of the people on muskets also had a sword, so they'd reverse the musket and draw their sword, and now they've got 2 close combat weapons. That is also where I learned everything I know for how to get around a polearm reenactment. I did not have a bayonet, no. I think... I have no idea when bayonets were a thing. We were matchlock muskets, so quite old. Also, I didn't have the qualifications to actually fire it on the field. Not that it actually fired anything other than on-fire toilet paper. But it was still really cool. Well, yes. Yes, no live ammo against other reenactors, exactly. Yeah, there was a lot of pretending to die going on those fields. Ooh, you got him! You got him, Pash! Pash! Silence. Everyone had stopped talking and stood astonished. Oh! Procyon was knocked back and slammed into the dirt. And then... Aww!
Pashu!
Look at her! Family celebration! Lord Evas ran forward before I could even think to, and helped Pash up. King Hildas and Lady Ignis quickly followed. The 3 of them held him up and brushed his hair. The sight alone filled me with joy and relief. Pash had finally won over their trust. He obtained it himself. It seems it wasn't just Pash, but also Lord Evas and Lady Ignis were worried about him. I could tell that from their expressions. The light when Pash defeated Roseon, that must have been the protection. Although I wasn't the one being celebrated, I still felt pride. We'd overcome so many obstacles to obtain it after all. Huh? While everyone was savouring the victory, I noticed the cursed sword looked different. No! No! I said I was gonna cry if he did that. If he traded his life for ours. The azure light that was emitting from it was mostly colourless now. Oh no!
Oh.
Oh! His figure floated right in front of me. I didn't know what to say. Wilhelm appeared much more faint than the last time he materialized. It meant that we must bid farewell soon.
そんな落ち込んだ顔すんなよ。
Wilhelm!
想像ついてると思うけど、俺そろそろ消えるから。喜んでくれよ。やっと解放されるんだぜ。
But...
まあまあの活躍だったよな、俺。
Oh, right. Back there.
お前の傷を癒すので相当力使っちゃったからな。だから。
Not a direct trade of life forces, but he did. Basically.
あいつを撃ったのはお前の力だから。
Huh?
俺はほんの少し助けただけ。お前の頑張りだよ。
Wilhelm.
お前はもう俺の助けなんていらないよ。だからこの先もその調子で頑張れ。
Wilhelm's image faded even more, yet I could still hear his voice so clearly.
まあまあ楽しかったよ。こういうのも悪くないかもな。
Wilhelm!
じゃあ、俺そろそろ行くから。
Wilhelm! And then, the war came to an end. We still didn't know what would become of Romua and the west side. But Queen Kiora and the other leaders would never mistreat the people of Romua. I was sure they would find a way for the east and west to coexist peacefully. Welcome back, Nick. You missed Wilhelm saying goodbye. I want to talk to Pash, but I guess he won't be free for a while. I observed quietly as the other boys and Digroth soldiers surrounded Pash. This was a victory we won ourselves. A victory won through the instructor's sacrifice. Pash was like a shining beacon, hailed by everyone as a hero. Oh! While I was cleaning, Lady Ignis came over. I'm terribly sorry for that, and thank you. Your words have been so encouraging, Lady Ignis.
本当に励みになってたかい？落ち込ませただけかと思ってたよ。
That's not true.
あれ？
Huh? Lady Ignis suddenly grabbed my wrist. It was the one with the mark on it.
これ、あいつが？
Yes, he said it'll bring us victory.
必勝。なるほど。それはいい考えだね。
Lady Ignis, what's so funny? Pash was worried about me.
いや、ごめんごめん。いや、そんな小細工する知恵があの坊やにあったとは。
What?
まあ、間違いじゃないね。よかったじゃないか。効果はあったんじゃない？
Lady Ignis, what does the symbol mean? Lady Ignis?
笑ったお詫びに教えてやろうかね。あいつは怒るだろうけど。その文字の意味はね。
Wait. Wait, no! No, I wanted to know! Lady Ignis, why would you tell Lan and not the viewers? I mean, it's probably gonna come up. shortly, I guess. I'm gonna go get some more water before we get into what I guess will be the epilogue. I will be right back. And I'm back. A week had already passed since we returned to Nirvana. As a reward for our victory in this major battle, we were given a 2-week vacation. Uriana said she would return to her hometown for a week, and then go traveling with her boyfriend for another. Of course, not everyone went home. About half of the students stayed behind, Abel and Nike included. Speaking of which, Pash said he would be back today. After the battle, he returned to Digrat. To be precise, he didn't return, he was practically dragged there. The spirit's protection that worried Pash. It appeared as the orange light we saw. Pash was named a full-fledged warrior and had to join a celebratory ceremony. You might get mad, but I'll tell you as an apology for laughing. That mark means ooh, ooh, ooh. What is it? My heart had been racing since then. I wasn't sure if I could look Pash in the eye when he returned. It's something super romantic, isn't it? For now, the first thing I should say is welcome back, right? Pash probably wanted to keep it a secret, so...
Hi. じゃあ2リラね。
Thank you. As the sun set, I went to the port, craving the samosas Pash was eating last time. I do want him to return soon, but it's also a bit embarrassing. I ate the samosa at the port's edge. Packed with cheese and ground meat, they reminded me of when I first met Pash. I'd never imagined myself like this. Back when I had just arrived at Nirvana, smiling to forget the pain and sorrow, I had no idea that I would ever fall in love with someone. Maybe just say welcome back first, then how was Zygrot, I think. After that, I'll ask about this. I looked at my wrist. It was hidden under my uniform, but the mark drawn on by Pash was still there. Should I say thank you, or... Right as I was about to eat my third samosa.
Nah!
He's here, he's back. I heard a voice suddenly behind me, and I almost dropped the bag of samosas.
よかった、見つかって。
Pash!
今さっき戻ってきたんだ。それで腹減ったから、夕飯までに何か軽く食べようかと思って。
Welcome back! Do you want one? It's a reversal of when we first met him.
いいの?
When he offered us a samosa. Yeah, go ahead.
じゃあ、とりあえず一つもらうな。ありがとう。
Since Pash suddenly appeared, all my plans slipped from my mind completely.
いや、でも偶然ってあるんだな。サモサ食べたいなって思ってて、あともしあんたに会えたら嬉しいなって思ってたら、サモサを持ったあんたが。
Yeah, it sure is a coincidence.
実は向こうでも食べたんだけどさ、なんか俺あのおっさんの作るのの方が好きでさ。
I guess that makes sense.
これこの味、帰ってきた気がする。
Pash's words struck a chord in my heart. I felt like this town, and Nirvana itself, was where he belonged.
そうそう、あんたに伝えたいことがあって。
Huh? I recalled Lady Ignis's words and my heart jumped.
俺さ、ニルバーナを卒業したら、そのまま残って教官になろうかなって。
Ooh, Instructor Pash. That wasn't what I expected, but it was impactful enough to render me speechless.
それでさ、生徒たちをビシビシしごくの。毎日となって嫌味言って。そうやって鍛えとけば、きっとしぶといやつになるだろう。絶対に生き抜くようなさ。
Like Instructor Leonidas, huh? Pash. There it was again. Pash was always many steps ahead of me.
あんたも、どう？ほら、マイヤとかもいるじゃん。あいつは戦闘は教えてないけど、でも女がダメってわけじゃないと思うんだけど。
Pash.
いや、まだまだ先は長いし、今すぐ答えてくれってことじゃないよ。ただその、これからもずっとここでランと一緒にいられたらいいなって。
So many different emotions mixed together, and I couldn't say anything. Pash looked at me worriedly. I knew I had to say something, but I couldn't think of anything good enough.
ダメかな、そういうの。
No, I don't hate it at all. Tears started to blur my vision. Sounds great, Pash. You'll make an amazing instructor.
いや、性格的にはあんたの方がずっと教えるのとか向いてると思うけど。
Really? Do you think I can?
大丈夫、俺が保証する。
Oh. Then maybe I'll go for it. Pash. I didn't get my chance to say this until now, but thanks for the charm on my arm.
What?
It worked this time.
Yeah.
Lady Ignis told me the meaning of the mark. Come on, I really want to know what it means now. Why? I was happy to hear that, you know? Thanks.
いやさ、ほら、相手が相手だし、心配だから。
She told me this mark is used by Dagroth men when they propose marriage, right? Yep, it was something super romantic. Pash! I don't think you should be denying this right now. Oh, so you don't mean it?
それはほんのちょっとだけ思ってる。いや、嘘。多分ものすごく。
Ash was blushing even more than ever before. Even at sunset, I could see how red he was.
ただ、それであんたを縛ろうとかって気はなくて。俺もまだまだだし。それでも、この先、俺の一番があんたなのは変わらない自信があるから。だから。
Ash. Ash cautiously reached over and held me by the shoulder. Ooh. Another kiss CG! Yeah!
これからも俺のそばにいてほしいです。
Kiss CG number 2! Her lips finally touched, but only for a moment. Ash whispered to me, lacking confidence, which made me want to laugh a bit. Yes. I also want to be with you, Pash.
本当?
Really?
よかった。
I held my breath during the second kiss.
大好きだ。大切だ。俺の一番大事な宝物みたいな感じ。ラン、あんたに会えて本当によかった。
I'm glad I met you too. The golden rays of the setting sun reminded me of Pasha's orange light. That mark means, to you, my greatest love in the world, may we share happiness for all of eternity. Oh, that is adorable. That is adorable. And there is an ending theme. I guess we didn't get to meet human Wilhelm. Hello, Shama. How you doing? guessing the mark he drew the first time must have been something different, right? Oop. Epilogue. Actual epilogue. One Sunday morning. What should I do today? I had a late breakfast in the cafeteria alone. Yuriana's boyfriend was in town today, so she had left early. I wonder how Pash is doing. I looked around the cafeteria. Pash wasn't there. A few people ate breakfast here on Sundays. Since there were classes on weekdays, students tended to eat around the same time. But some decided to sleep in on the weekends, or chose to eat in town as part of enjoying their time off. It's pretty hard to run into him here. I slathered strawberry jam on my bread. Although we went to the same school, we didn't necessarily see each other every day. We don't meet here every morning. We also don't select the same classes. If anything, I mostly chose classroom lectures, while Pash selected combat classes. Girls can't go near the boys' dorm either. But still, I couldn't ask him to eat with me every day. After I finish eating this, I should try walking by the boys' dorm.
Ohayo!
Or he'll just turn up. That was the sound of a piece of cutlery falling on the floor. Probably a knife covered in strawberry jam. I'm okay. I didn't freak out. Well, good morning. What's up?
今日って何か予定ある?
Nope, not at all.
じゃあさ、森とか行かない?
The forest, huh? And so, we went into the woods. What are we doing here? He looks sort of flustered, but if this was part of a patrol, then he'd mention something about weapons, right?
今日はいい天気だよな.
Huh? Yeah, it is. The breeze is comfortable.
明日もいい天気だといいな.
Yeah.
あのさ、今朝のあのマリネ、ちょっと酸っぱすぎなかった?
Still the same old flustered Pash. Was it? I didn't really mind. I guess it's not for people who don't like sour food.
そうかも。俺どっちかっていうと辛い方が好きで、まずいとか思ってないよ。
I know. People have preferences with food.
だよな。そういえば昨日の夜のハンバーグは良かったな。また出ないかな。
Yeah, that was delicious. I'm sure they will eventually.
そうだよな。同じメニュー定期的に出るもんな。ハムのソテーとかもう俺何回食べたか。
I don't know. Maybe it's easy to cook?
だろうな。ごめん。俺こういう会話苦手かも。
は？
普通に話そうと思えば思うほどずれてくような。
Is something wrong?
いやさ、いろいろなものが通り過ぎて一段落したらふと気づいたんだよ。学校にいると意外にあんたと二人で話す時間がないんだなって。
I was surprised to hear that. Ash had the same concern as me.
それでここならゆっくり話せるかなって思って誘ったはいいんだけど、なんかこう。
Ash.
あんたとはずっと普通に話してたはずなのにな。俺どんな風に話してたっけ。
He forced a little smile as he scratched his head. Thank you. I was thinking the same thing this morning. I never thought about it before, but yeah, we don't get to talk that often at school.
そうなんだよな。
As my heart swelled, so did my shyness. I was at a loss for words. Pash looked like he felt the same. We were still in this tranquil forest.
でもよかった。あんたも同じで。こんな小さいこと気にしてるの俺だけかなって。うわ、俺すげえめめしいとか思う。
It's not!
Oh,
I mean, I was fretting over it too. I also want to talk to you more, Pash. And to spend time together more often.
本当に？
Pash suddenly grabbed my arm.
ごめん。
He abruptly let go a second later. You didn't have to let go. Pash's fingers hesitantly moved.
じゃあさ、繋いでいいかなって。
Yeah. This reminded me of that night when Pash and I escaped from that weird band of people. Perhaps Pash didn't remember it because he looked extremely desperate. I took a deep breath and held his hand.
やっぱり小さくて柔らかいな。
は？
ほら、以前にあのうさんくさい奴らに捕まってさ、逃げる時に俺、実はあんたの手を掴んでたんだ。
I did. I wanted to say so, but couldn't.
あの時、うわ、やばいって。俺の武器よりごつい魔剣握ってるくせに、小さくて柔らかくて。手を握った瞬間、内心すごく焦った。もちろん、そんなこと言ってる場合じゃなかったから、必死でぶちのめしたけどさ。
Ash gave me a big smile as he held my hand tightly. That was all. That was enough to make me feel elated and bashful. My neck felt hot.
このまま散歩とかしてもいい？
Sure. When he drew that mark on my hand, when we ran away together, and even now, my heart was pounding wildly.
話しながらまた妙なこと喋ったらごめん。その時は笑って。
No, I won't. We held hands tightly as we walked through the forest, with the sun shining bright. Aww. Aww. Hand-holding CG. There was one thing I realized. Pasha's hand was large and warm. I wouldn't call it a boy's hand. It was big and a little bit bony. Maybe there were other things that I simply hadn't noticed about him yet. There had to be things I didn't know. I hoped that we could find out those small things one by one. While I thought that, my affection for Pash grew brighter in my heart, and the words came out before I knew it. Pash?
どうかした?
I love you. Pasha's emerald eyes grew wide. In the next moment, he hugged me so tightly that I thought I would snap in half. Finn. We are done, it would appear. Aww, that was cute! That was adorable! The shop has been unlocked. Ancient Memories has been unlocked. Acquired 200 magic stones. We got some stones before when we died. What's in Ancient Memories? Ooh! The book remains sealed. I see. One out of 5. Alright. Well, with that, I guess we're done. We are done with Battlefield Waltz. At some point, when I find the time, I will be playing through the rest of the routes off of stream. That could be a long time away at this point. The backlog for Otome games I haven't played any of is getting smaller, and the backlog of games I need to play the rest of the routes on is getting real big. Yeah, I will update you guys. I need to get back to Charade Maniacs as well. Well, on everything really. Yes, anyway. That's going to be it for today's stream. Thank you very much for coming. It was a lot of fun. It was adorable. And cool. If you're new here or you've enjoyed your time, please consider subscribing to the channel. You can also follow me on social media, which is linked in the description box. The streaming schedule for the channel is both over there on social media and over here on YouTube in the posts tab of the channel. Also in both of those places are polls to vote for what I'll be playing next Monday as we start another Otome game. Those polls are still live for a couple more hours. So if you haven't voted, maybe go do so. There is currently something in the lead. At least the last time I looked anyway. So yeah, that and that. The next scheduled stream is Friday, 7 PM for some more Tales of Symphonia. As we... Nope. I was trying to get it not to start the opening sequence. Yeah, Tales of Symphonia. We've got to go see a dwarf about Presea's Crucius Crystal. So I hope to see you then, or another time. Once again, thank you very much for coming, and this is Kalla signing out. See ya! Bye bye!